Hi, I'm Noah, and today we're going to solve this pandemic once and for all. So, just in case you're watching this video from the future and have no idea what I'm talking about, let me just fill you in. Hi, future people. It's 2020, there's a pandemic, and it's not been going so well. So how are your flying cars doing? Is the latest iPhone an implant? Has America converted to the metric system yet? Oh, that one's too far out. Anyways, today we're going to build a COVID gun. So I keep seeing people in the news and on the streets blatantly ignoring all the government recommendations and rules. They're seemingly nonchalant about the whole mask thing and the whole deadly virus thing. A lot of them don't really obey the social distancing, they don't really wear a mask, they don't really sanitize their hands, and it's been bugging me a lot because I don't want to get sick due to their stupidity. So I made this. Yeah, I was gonna film the construction of the COVID gun, but it took longer than expected, and I was working at weird times, so I didn't really feel like doing it. I've dubbed it the sani-tazer, and it's basically a super soaker that shoots hand sanitizer, except that it shoots a larger volume than a super soaker, and it goes up to a pressure of over 800 kilopascals. Although I'm probably not going to raise pressure any higher than 400 kPa, because this thing's handheld, and I don't want to get hurt. Before we get into how it works, I just want to briefly explain exactly how much pressure we're talking about here. 1 kPa, or kilopascal, is 1,000 newtons of force per square meter, which works out to be about 100 kilograms over an area of 1 square meter. For those of you in America, that's equivalent to the pressure of about 220 F-150 pickup trucks laid across a football field. Those are the kind of units you guys understand, right? Anyways, the point I'm trying to get across here is that 400 kilopascals is a lot of pressure, and it should be able to shoot this hand sanitizer a couple meters, more than enough to blast someone with a butt ton of sterile liquid while safely social distancing. So after that brief digression, let me explain how it works. The design is based on a super soaker, as I already mentioned. It has one single tank acting as both a pressure chamber and water reservoir. The reservoir is filled up with 1.4 liters of hand sanitizer. There's an air compressor strapped to the bottom of the gun, which will pump compressed air into the reservoir. Once the tank is full and pressurized, the gun is then armed. When the trigger is pressed, it will activate the solenoid at the front of the gun, allowing the pressurized air to force the water out of the nozzle of the gun and hurl it towards an unsuspecting anti-masker. So, let's give this thing a test. So here we are outside with the sani-tazer. Just gonna wire it up to my backpack here via these wires, and then I've got a battery pack back there. I'm just explaining briefly how it works. So we've now filled it with hand sanitizer, and if I flip this switch here, then you see the air compressor comes on. Let's just quickly So that is now 60 psi, or about 400 kilopascals, and then I can shoot that, and it will fire it. It doesn't fire super hard. We don't want to kill anyone. We just want to give them a nice shock and reminder that they need to put their damn mask on. So I can make a mist if I shoot up, and if I shoot down, it'll be a constant stream. Yeah. I think it's only fair that the only person to get shot from this is me. You're going to have to pump the pressure up. So you... Watch the nozzle. When it gets to 60, then you're at a safe pressure.
Okay.
You can go a little higher, but good. Alright. So I don't want to get shot with this squirt gun. It's me with this. You just get That's a lot of water. That is cold. Okay, that's enough. It certainly shoots a lot more water than a super soaker.
My arm is blue!
So, that went alright. The main issue that the gun faces is the decrease in range as the pressure in the reservoir drops. As the pressure in the reservoir decreases, so does the force propelling it out the gun, which leads to having a much farther range when it first fires, compared to a more paltry range as the pressure in the chamber dies down as the water escapes and the volume increases. Of course, this could be fixed by running the compressor between every shot. However, as you probably saw during filming, the compressor is very loud. Other than that, I'm quite satisfied with the gun. It fires a lot of hand sanitizer. I was completely soaked by it within a few seconds. And normally a regular super soaker would just reduce the size of the barrel itself in order to have a higher pressure and longer range. However, the sani-tazer does not do that, leading to a smaller range, but a lot more water hitting the target, or a lot more hand sanitizer hitting the target in this case. Range was not super far, just a couple meters, but this was not designed to be a long-ranged device. It was meant to blast individuals who got too close from a socially distant range. In future, I would like to be able to use this gun to shoot other liquids, but first I should try and build some more robust fittings. I'm not sure if the gun in its current state is able to handle the full 800 kilopascals or 120 psi that the air compressor generates. And I was thinking maybe I could shoot some other weird things, such as Nutella or soap or something. I have no clue. Anyways, that's it for the sani-tazer for now. If you'd like to see more of it, I'm sure that at some point I'll do something else with it, and you can see then. Have a great day, and thanks so much for watching.